Hey, good morning, everybody, and happy Veterans Day to everybody who has served in the U.S. military. Also, honestly, everybody who has served and is our allies throughout. I've been in the Coast Guard. I've had the pleasure of working with many people, many of my brethren in arms from other countries. So thank you for serving, for people from Great Britain and everywhere. Honestly, that helps us out. We honestly wouldn't be here today without you guys as a whole. So thank you to everybody who has served in some sort of military, whether it be a foreign military service or U.S. So thank you. Anyway, to celebrate Veterans Day, I got a soap from Herc Soap Co. and it's going to be Ration. And it's based off of ration as in like a meal ready to eat, or MRE, which is something known throughout the world as the food that soldiers eat in order to get their calories back after a long day of fighting. So this in particular is based on a menu that was really put out more so in World War II and maybe a little bit after that, even now. So its scent is going to be peaches, ginger, and citrus. And right off the bat, right off the puck, haven't used this one yet, I smell the peach. And it's like a canned peach scent, which to me, that's really nice. I really like it. I don't really smell the ginger or the citrus, but I'm sure once I start lathering it up, it'll be good to go. So that's the soap that I'm going to be using today, Ration. The razor, I've been using this a lot lately. Honestly, it really gives me a comfortable shave. So I'm going to be using my Micromatic blade, the clog pruf. And the blade in here is on its second use. I got rid of the one that was on its 15th, 16th use. It started tugging a little bit and I was like, time to go. So I put a fresh blade in it, used it for my head shave yesterday, and today is my second shave on it for the face shave. So also, the brush that I'm using is going to be my OUMO 30 millimeter not badger brush, which I've had soaking, as you can see, in some warm or hot water. So I'll be right back once I'm lathered up, and we'll get started with the shave. Okay, all lathered up, and as you can see, the lather is fantastic, especially it's all caked on the brush right there. As you saw from my last video with Old Iron Size by the same soap company. So Ration right off the puck smells like peach, and also on the face it smells like a canned peach. The reasoning for like these special items in the MREs is to help the soldier feel like he's still close to home. So a lot of these MREs will put something like oatmeal cookies in there, or they'll put candy bars and different things just to remind people that, you know, the home is still there and people are still thinking of them back home. So without further ado, let me get started. I have about four or 5 days worth of growth, by the way. I've had off this whole weekend and including today, so that's nice, but I go back to work tomorrow. So hope everybody's having a good Veterans Day and capitalizing on some really good sales out there. I know Amazon is doing some good sales, and they're also for all the veterans and active duty and people who are serving. they're doing a discount on their fee for Amazon Prime. I think it's a really good discount too. I think it's like something like 40% or $40 or something off. So for all my veterans and veteran friends out there and currently serving people, give it a shot. Call up Amazon and say, hey, I would like to capitalize on that fee waive or the discount and the fees. Every little bit helps, especially coming into the holiday seasons where you're going to be buying your family members and loved ones and friends some presents. So take advantage. So once again, thank you to all the people who have served in the U.S. military and also foreign military services, especially if you guys are allies with us. And even if you aren't, thank you for your service to your country. I respect all military members, regardless of what country you fight for or trying to protect. We're all just trying to protect our own countries here. And we want what's best for our families. And I know it's Veterans Day, but thank you to everybody who is currently serving, whether it be active duty or reserve. A lot of people get uptight with the definition of Veterans Day and Memorial Day and all that stuff. To me, fuck that. If you want to thank somebody who's currently serving, or if you want to help somebody, if that's how you're going to help, if you want to help somebody who's currently serving, or whether they were currently serving or not, or a veteran or whatnot, or somebody who has passed away who was serving, go for it. Honestly, there really is no harm in it, in my opinion. A lot of people may disagree with me, but it is what it is, man. Got some soap in my nose. Excuse me. That was a little bit of a sneeze from the soap in my nose. But thank a current service member if you want. Thank a veteran if you want. It should be something that's done all year round, in my opinion. Shouldn't be special days for it. Well, there should be. I agree with the day put aside for it. But if you want to celebrate somebody who's currently serving, then go for it. It's your prerogative. Anyway, let me get lathered up for the second pass. I'll be right back. And that was a perfect first pass. Okay, back for the second pass. Across the grain. I also say, if you notice, I don't really edit my videos. I just leave them how they are for the most part. So I do a lot of mispronunciations. Sometimes my brain thinks a little bit quicker than my mouth, a lot of times. so I say things wrong or in a funny way. I do the same thing when I'm trying to speak Spanish too. Definitely getting the rhythm down a little bit more and more every day. But anyway, back to what we were talking about before. If you want to thank a veteran, go ahead and thank a veteran. You should definitely thank the veterans. If you want to thank an active duty member because he or she is currently there, go right ahead. Buy them some breakfast if you would like to. If you feel privileged enough to do, if you would like to do that, then go for it. It's up to you. If that's how you think you're doing your part, then who's to tell you that it's not? Also, the reason why I said to all my foreign brethren out there who fought for their country, who are fighting for their country, or are there to protect their country, happy Veterans Day to you, because being active duty in the Coast Guard at this point in time, I've been in for about 14 years. It'll be 15 years in June of this coming up year. I've had the pleasure of working with many different naval services, navies from around the world, and other Coast Guards from around the world, and even armies and police units from around the world. With training exercises, a lot of places send their people down to the Coast Guard because we are one of the epitome of maritime law enforcement operations. So I've had the pleasure of working with many different services from around the world, including parts of the world where we aren't necessarily friendly with, but it's not really an interpretation of the people that actually work for them. It's the leaders, really. And I think people forget that. I also think that people forget that we wouldn't be where we are without many of our allies, whether it be during the Revolutionary War with the French helping us out, the Canadians and most of our allies helping us out in the current wars that we are in right now. And a lot of people are forgetting that, including many people in higher positions up there. So, hope everybody could realize that our military does not stand alone. We have many other militaries from around the world that are helping us out here. Sorry, that's my 2 cents. I know I ranted a little bit. And I'm probably going to get people that don't agree with me and probably going to be in my comments bad-mouthing me a little bit. But that's okay. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. Really nice shave so far with this soap. I have no issues whatsoever with the slickness and residual slickness of this soap base. From what I see, I think it is a vegan soap base. I haven't seen any animal products in there. So for those of you who care about that this is definitely a plus for this soap. But it works just like a tallow-based soap. Really nice. All right, let me get lathered up for the third and final pass, and I'll be right back. Okay, back for the third and final pass. As you can see, it's still lathered. It hasn't dissipated whatsoever. This is going to be against the grain pass. So, what were we talking about earlier? Yeah, the other countries. thank you to all my friends and family and other friends from other countries who I've had the privilege of serving with. Anyways, about the soap, very slick, very cushiony, very nice and easy to work with lather. The post shave is pretty decent. It's not anything to write home for, but it's a great soap nonetheless. The scent of this particular soap, it's a nice, pleasing scent. It's not overbearing. It's not something that I would necessarily wear all the time. Maybe a before the bed thing, or wear it and then put another scented aftershave on, which I don't think I have any peach scented aftershaves. But it's a very nice, pleasant shave all around with the slickness, the cushion, the easiness of lather, and the scent is great. Like I said, I wouldn't wear it all the time, but there's definitely occasions where I could see myself wearing it. Very nice, smooth shave against the grain with this soap and razor. No irritation whatsoever. Very nice around the Adam's apple. Honestly, I am very impressed with this razor, especially around this part of my neck. This is usually a very tough spot to get at. And every time I've shaved with this razor, it has been very, very pleasant around my Adam's apple and cuts it really close. Put a little bit of water to get it a little bit slippery. Once again, Freudian slips. Hope everybody, I know I purchased, well, my wife did for my Christmas present, the new Gillette Heritage blade off of Heritage razor off of Amazon, and I'm honestly looking forward to getting it. I mean, it's interesting that Gillette would decide to put out something like that again, even if it is only a limited run, and hopefully they take the amount of people that wanted it as, hey, maybe we should do this, annually kind of thing, come out with a different razor from their past annually. Kind of like the Hess trucks or some of the other collectibles out there. I don't expect anything like absolutely stunning about the razor or that it's going to shave any better than any of the other razors that I have. But it's just the thought of having a piece of history in the making, really. Even if it isn't necessarily made in the United States. I believe it's made in Germany or something, in one of their factories in Germany, which is fine. Anyway, that is it for the shave, guys. Let me get cleaned off and I will get with the post shave in a little bit. All right, back for the post shave, and wonderful, drama-free, no nicks or cuts, no nothing. Shave with Herc Soap Company's Ration. Great soap. And the people that own the company are great people too. Very, very nice, very, very pleasant people to talk to. So I will leave a link at the bottom of in the description of this video for anybody who wishes to buy some of these soaps or aftershaves. I think they have a few aftershaves. I tried to buy some. I think they were a little bit out with most of them, but they have aftershaves. I think they're aftershave bombs. But I will leave a link for the company and where to buy them. I think this particular soap now for Veterans Day is down to $8. And on top of that, if you're law enforcement or first responder or in the military or were serving in the military, I believe they are giving a, don't quote me on that, but I believe they are giving a discount for that as well. So give it a shot if you wanna try some of their soaps. I know I did, and they're great soaps, great scents, and they all have to do with something with the military. Mostly during World War II. So give it a shot. And for the post shave, I'm gonna be using, I don't have anything that's peach, so I bought this and I haven't gotten to use it at a Walmart nearby. Pinaud Gent'S Gin. And it has a really nice nice scent on it. So let me get that in my hand. It's cheap stuff, so I can put as much as I want on, really. Oh, really nice scent. Nice citrusy, ginny, almost like a pine tree scent to it. Very nice. Anyway, that's my video. Happy Veterans Day to all my current serving military members from around the world, and also to all the people who served in previous wars or served in the military previous times and are no longer serving in the military. Thank you very much for your service, and I will see you guys again next week if you haven't already, or not next week, in a few days. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please feel free to do so. And if you want to feel free to leave any comments. I try and answer back to all of my comments on my video, and it really does make my day when I get some comments, regardless of whether they are bad or good. Anyway, have a good one, guys. Take it easy. Happy Veterans Day.